Hello, my beautiful Saggies. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christina, and this is Vivid Vibration, my first round of YouTube videos for my new channel. Please, please, please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this resonates and help this channel get going. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So, Saggies, for y'all, we got the flame, the castle, the one, the heart, Anima Mundi, the poet, the vessel, and the medallion. You know, Saggies, I kind of just want to say, like, maybe Mercury retrograde is hitting you right now. Like, there's kind of this idea of really being drawn to someone who, I think that you care about them, you love them, like you feel almost like this, like codependent attachment even, it's like this, we experience those loves in our lives where we're like, we can't not, like it's almost like that person is an addiction for us, and I say that because you have the castle here as well. And I feel like even though there's like this draw, this magnetism, this energy that you feel with this person, the spark that you have with this person, when you are actually in a relationship with this person, you feel very restricted. And I think that you are kind of coming into an understanding of what that means. And like wondering if it can't be fixed anyways. Wondering if you can't take all of the negativity and turn it into something beautiful, right? Like if it can be done for other people, it can be done for me, right? And it's just kind of this idea of like, I want this to work. I want this relationship to be okay. And I want to move past this point of feeling confined, feeling restrained, by this relationship. Saggies, the energy is determined, but it's determined in a way that just feels a little like, I don't want to say clingy, but like I can't let this go. Even if I know it's not for me. Because if it was for you, if they were the one, you wouldn't feel so confined by it. You know what I mean? Like there wouldn't be that element of like, I want you, but when I'm with you, like I don't feel like I can be myself. I feel like there's an element of a lack of self-love, like you're seeking someone to fill a hole in you, for your love or lack thereof for yourself, and they just can't do it. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much you love someone, they can't love you enough to supplement your own lack of self-love, right? It's kind of a recipe for disaster. Which I would say, it either has occurred already or is, like you're going through the process of dealing with it. I kind of get the feeling that it's one of those things where maybe you separated and you're going back to each other and you're like, I want to make this work because I don't feel this way with anybody else. And it's like, even though you don't feel that way with anybody else, you still feel confined. And so, you kind of need to pull away and really just assess the situation, Saggies, because I think that you've been so caught up in this like desire that you're missing out on your new beginning. Like you have the means to create what it is that you want. But I think first there's this like challenge of first I have to do this for me. First I need to show up for myself. Because if I can't show up for myself, then I get angry at people for not showing up for me, there's this misstep, this misconnection there that I think is really kind of serving as a point of contention for you right now, Saggies. Let's see what else we can get from my Saggies. If this video does resonate with you, please, please, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel going, so any help would be lovely. Okay, let's see what else we got for my Saggies. Yeah, Death, Seven of Swords, Justice, Temperance, Nine of Cups, and Knight of Cups. Um, you know, I feel like Sagis, you're just in this mentality of like, this can work. I will make this work. Like I will, ending be damned. Like I will try and step away from these battles. I want to make this right. I want this to work. I want there to be justice. I want there to be balance. I feel like you have this really strong desire to make it work, Sagis. And I'm not saying you can't make it work. I'm just saying that what's coming through here is that like first you have to show up for you. And there's a piece of me that wants to say, well, yes, you do love this person and you do want to make it right with this person. You don't have, or you're working towards acquiring a level of self-love that's necessary in order to have a healthy, functioning relationship. And I feel like you're like, I can do this. I know I can do this. I want to make this work. I want to turn this into something beautiful. And I think that it can, but it requires a level of self-awareness and self-work. Eight of Fire. I mean, Eight of Fire is kind of like a card of movement towards, like away from one mentality and towards one that's a little bit more creative, a little bit more adventurous. So maybe it's just Saggies that you're like, okay, let me introduce some new activities to this relationship. Let me try and I feel like you're just trying to resuscitate this, and you're like, let's be adventurous together. Let's take this fire and let's take this and do all of these things, and that's great, Sag. I mean, of course you want to be adventurous, you want to explore, you want to do all these things. Just do it from a place of confidence and self-love for yourself. You can't sincerely engage in a healthy relationship if you yourself are not healthy. That's just kind of what I want to say. And yeah, I feel like the river is at the bottom of the deck here, and I feel like there's just almost like this. You're afraid you're missing out, and so rather than take the time to invest in yourself, you're taking the time to try and invest in this relationship to revive it. And for some of my Saggies, it might work. You might do the damn thing and resuscitate it, bring it back to life like Lazarus. But for other of my Saggies, I feel like just don't lose yourself, is what I want to say. Don't lose yourself in an attempt to bypass something that just it ended with reason, is what I want to say. It ended with reason, and you're trying to kind of understand and maneuver your way through it, but it doesn't. I feel like there's just kind of this idea of still feeling really confined. Okay, let's do one more card for my Saggies, and we will call it a read. The Womb. Yeah, I think that you're trying to take that sense of confinement and turn it into someplace that is, a relationship that you can develop in that allows for growth. But in order to allow your significant others or your coworkers or whoever this is about to evolve and develop, then you have to, I think, allow them the freedom to acquire trust for that idea, because I kind of get the feeling that what you feel this is safe and we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do this, they might feel no, I really everything that you're saying just makes me feel like you're trying to lock me into something that I already decided I didn't want to do. And take it how it resonates, Saggy. You guys could be on the other side of this story and you could be dealing with someone who you're I'm really sorry, I don't know, I appreciate all of this effort that you're making, but this is not, I still feel trapped. And I feel like that's just kind of something that you're trying to overcome, Saggies. Sending you all of the best, hope that that you're able to turn this around and turn it into what you want it to be. And if you're not, just remember, what is meant for you will be yours, and you won't miss out on that. And you can love people deeply and passionately, who ultimately aren't meant for, like a life with you. Or you are, like they're not meant for a life with you, and you're not meant for a life with them. Obviously take it how it resonates. You again can be on either side of the story, but it just kind of feels like this, like attempt to revive something that, I'm not convinced that the other person is like 100% on board with it, but you're definitely giving it your all. So, yeah, if this resonates with you, please, please, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. All of your likes and comments would really help. Please don't troll me. It's not nice. And I hope that you join me again. I'm going to be doing weekly reads, so I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.